One for you, one for me. This one, long time coming. Sorry. I know a lot of you guys came here because my Oud videos long ago. We'll get back. We need to get back to where it all started. I'm a fortunate one that some people know this if you go back and research the videos. That one weekend it started this journey, this crazy journey into fragrances. I've never told people why I got into fragrances. That's a different story. That part of my life is now almost over, clearing all up, and I couldn't be more blessed to have gotten into fragrances. It came this close to being a totally different thing than what this is. This is more of a channel talk update, but I'll try to be brief. Maybe I'll do a bigger version of channel update in the future. I ordered $3,000 with this is like all the money I had, and I decided to get into fragrances. And one thing I was, smelling a couple things, mostly naturals, made my own natural thing, and wanted to study compositions. Didn't understand a thing, watched YouTube videos, knew how certain niche ones made me feel with decent raw materials. Now that I know what raw materials are, those, I maybe I've showed one of them on my channel out of like 10 that I had the 10 years prior to coming to the journey. That's how different this happened. So $3,000 went to Fragrantica, got the 38% off, got the best deal. It took me like probably 10 days to research everybody's top list and conjure up what the best was. And I mean, I thought fragrances had changed and they'd gotten better. Like most things, aren't things supposed to get better, not worse? This is a true story. $3,000 in the cart of fragrance. It's cheap. So I had like 3 Creeds, tons of Tom Fords, tons of $20 Guerlain. I mean, just the best of the best deals I could get. Like, I mathematically got the cheapest Creed Aventus size on all the sites. It was like 33 something. Friday night, I press submit, bought it. I had the credit to do it. It wouldn't go through. I tried all night. It wouldn't go through. Couldn't figure out why. They're closed or whatever. I didn't want to deal with the weekend. I think they were closed. Phone to help. And then that Monday, I come in and started watching videos on Oud. And I'm like, what is Oud? And I did the Fill Oud order and found out that $3,000 order was because they can't accept payments over. It's their fault. Thank goodness. I had the money. It was a PayPal loan. It was approved. Thank goodness it didn't work out, because then that would have been what I did. It would have been like 100 bottles of me doing those instead of what happened. Got to Fill Oud, smell these Ouds, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Then start researching niche, people who are using niche. So that's how I got into the Andy Tower Attar. He just started doing the Oud thing. That's all I knew was Andy. I didn't know these Eastern houses. They were hidden from me. Hidden. I mean, it's just, I had to dig. Anyways, got the $3,000 order, got into Oud, and here we are. Started covering Oud and what it did for me. It really helped me in a lot of areas. Mentally, physically, it did something to my mind at that point in time. It did something to my mind. It's a true story. Then I learned about what it does. I'm into natural healing. I'm into naturopaths. There's truth behind it. Some of our best drugs pharmaceuticals use were from naturals until they synthesize the drugs for billion-dollar profits, because you can't patent naturals. That's the truth. Naturals are not a billion-dollar industry. You can make money off of it, harvesting it, doing it properly, but you're not going to make billions. It's the truth of synthesized ingredients. They're patentable. You can make tons of money off them. Oud, people are doing really well in it, but not that level. Like if this got distributed into Macy's, I mean, it's a $1 billion industry. It's not enough. There's not enough for Tom Ford to put Oud in his Oud wood as many bottles as that guy sells. So here we are. I find Agar Aura. I'm all over the place at this opening, so we need to. All you guys came from that. I got a lot of people in the channel because that's how I started the channel, with that passion. And trust me, I have not lost that passion. I know a lot of you are seeing what I'm doing, staying with me. We're building something. I had to get a knowledge of compositions. I had to do that. My way to do that was I showed on the channel as I was learning. I could have done all that in private. I could have smelled all this stuff, took notes in private. It helped my video skills, which I wanted to do anyway. It helped my graphic skills, which I wanted to do anyways. And I just showcased how I learned compositions, or have been learning. I'm an expert? No. I'm going to do a lot of you guys. Thank you for being patient with me, waiting to review oils, the good stuff. You know what it is. A lot of people started our journey with the synthesized stuff and got to this point. Lucky ones grew up with real ingredients and know about them and have stayed away from the synthesized ingredients. Here we are. We're back. Today, we're featuring Agar Aura, second time on the channel. He's just an expensive guy. And I've been doing my journey, my composition study. Trust me, I haven't ignored him on purpose. I want to buy his stuff, but his stuff is only for me. It's one of those only for me, not learning experiences. His stuff is just primo, top notch. Not downplaying anybody else, but he doesn't offer lower end stuff. So to learn about different ingredients, and that's what I was doing, learn about different ingredients, building a collection. Anyways, oh my gosh. This is so good. This is the third wearing on this. It's going to be in a separate review. We'll get to it in a bit. What this is about is his Attars, his 3 Attars. Whew. I got to get them up here because they're going to get sold out. Let's get into these. Agar Aura, Taha, you guys know him. Primo stuff. Primo. The first Attar, Al-Arabiya. Have you guys played with this stuff at all? Have you guys gotten any Attars? These are my first Attars from Taha. I've had his Oud. I bought a 5-sample Oud kit with a 2.5 gram bottle a year ago. I think I featured most of it on here. Cinnamon, sweet spices, that magic air that Attars create. It's all here. That blissful air that I personally wear Attars for, to create an atmosphere that I want to be in for the next session or next few hours. It sets my day. Changes everything. Day changer. It really is a day changer. It sets your mind right. Get your mind thinking right. It generates peace. It generates righteousness. It generates king mindset. You just can't be a crappy person and smell something this good. It's hard. It's hard. It's just this meditative zing that it does to my head. The notes I pick up from it are a lot of common incense notes, but it never comes off like an old church incense. They're fresh, vibrant spices that I get. The Oud stars in this, like all 3 Attars so far from Taha that I have. Clean, purified air. Talked about that before with other Attar makers doing that. That's what these ingredients, to me, a really good Attar does that. It's something you want to breathe in and smell. It's something that you want to keep sniffing, right? Breathing in. because it creates a powerful air that you just want to be part of. This nails it. Florals are fresh, abundant, light, and aromatic. A lot of facets, a lot of nuisances. They just play on top just perfectly like in a meadow. Huge, clean petrichor, air petrichor. Imagine rain on a sunny day. We have those in Portland. I don't know if you're used to those, but just imagine that kind of air, fresh air. To me, you're gonna know you have a tar, but it's just fresher and cleaner than the incense I'm used to. Sharp, clean, pungent. Good one. Layali is the second attar I have here. And these are, I did a nude order with him. So I got samples to see. Of course I want all three. Of course I do. I wanted to smell his attars. And I didn't want to buy all three. I already know what this one is. Before I look down at my notes, rose nude, rose nude, rose nude. Of course, you got to do rose nude, most popular combination in attars. If this isn't a Hindi used in here, I don't know. I'm tricked. But it smells like that punch of Hindi, clean, punchy, with just a sharp, vibrant rose. I get a patchouli note on it. I get leather note on it. I get tobacco notes. The Hindi is towards that. The dark Hindi punch is towards tobacco, towards leather, towards deep dark woods over the animal. So it just goes that way instead of the animal way. But you'll know I think it's Hindi, but it feels that Hindi just bam. The rose comes in and says, I'm with this guy. I make him beautiful. Perfectly. Huge. I don't know if patchouli's in it, but I get a huge patchouli note and this one has the petrichor note, but this time it's dark, swampy, and clean. All in one. So it's got dirt, but it's clean. Purified air you want to breathe in. A plum white, red, plum red wine note I get on the top of it. Sweet, dark, condensed plum with a boozy, close to red wine note. It's on the top of this attar. Just a beautiful rose oud from Taha. You guys know the story of rose oud. All right, my third one here is Jinkoh To Byakudan. This is petrol bliss in the opening. Just the petrol. I love petrol notes in my ouds, and it calms down so it doesn't stay. I have some ouds where it just stays, especially fresh new ouds. It stays where they need to age a bit. And behind it's a rose, still a wet, drier, more humid, dry, humid sauna air feel that I get from this, the fume that it creates. And the Mysore in here, oh my gosh. I think it's Mysore. It might just be a sandalwood. I'm pretty sure it's Mysore. The sandalwood and the oud is fantastic. Dark, dusted, dry, woody notes. The oud is very good. Scratch that. The oud is top notch. Taha only messes with top notch oud. It's clean. It's nuanced. It's mind. He calls it mind buzzing. I love that word. Zinging. It zings. It does that in your mind. You'll be bending backwards at how mean this thing is, but then it's calming. It holds you up. It puts you into that kingship all at the same time because you've accomplished everything. You've gone through the war and you did it right and you're still standing. That kind of feel. Total royal feel on this one. Like you've accomplished stuff when you wear this. A reflection attar. I talk about that where you reflect the things you've done in your life. I think that's why I mean, there's maturity in fragrances because they cause these scents have this much character and development that as we get older, we need to. I mean, we lived. We've put years on our life. We've gone through things. It's time for us to teach others and pass that wisdom on. And this stuff helps reflect and teach us those lessons. That's what Oud and Attars have done for me. You just sit back after those dark notes and realize how much glory and righteousness are in them. Sweet notes, floral notes, wood notes, aromatic facets that one could only dream of. I mean, this is what the Oud is all about. Sandalwood is such an accentuator in this attar, showing off all of the Oud's characteristics. I mean, if a king had a head of army, this is kind of like it for him. I get a huge, deep ocean air with this as well. In the dry down, the heart dry down. One that purifies more than the lungs, if you know what I mean. That kind of air. That's what I have explaining these 3 attars. Go get them while they're available. His attars don't last long. I want to make sure that I get them on the channel, and I pick the one that I want as well with you guys, all part of this. Ouds. So these I've been wearing. My Ouds, when I do the reviews, even back in the day, I put so many wearings into them. They're in-depth reviews. They have sensory charts. I don't score them. I just use a sensory chart to pick out facets and nuances that, one, I like, and two, that I can pick out and that I get used to. I've updated the sensory chart quite a bit. It's been about 8 months since I've visited that, so we'll see if I add to it or not. It's pretty in-depth as is. But these both deserve that, so I'm not going to cover them in a little bit here. They're that special of Oud on their own. Not that the Attars don't. Literally, I mean, there's hardly anything left in those. I need more of a wearing to score those. I don't feel right to need a proper wearing. These were just, I'm giving you my insights to pick the one you have. The same insights that I have to pick my own. That's what I shared with you. But to score them from that little amount, there's no way. I need to have at least like triple that amount to get full swipes and just get the whole day with them. So that's why I have them there. These, oh my gosh. I want to tell you about them already, but we'll go in depth with these. Should I tell you which 2 they are? Fanfa. Everybody's copying me now, so I got to be careful with what I drop. But these are written up, and there's no way nobody can, even if they get these, have the depth that I have already. I've already had them like 3 weeks with me. And Cairo Yoku. This has an older brother. If you have it, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. If anybody knows where to buy the older brother, please let me know. I can't believe what this is. I read it and it says this is like 80% of the older brother. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to smell this thing. Anyways, that's what I have. Agar. Got another oil video out. Pure raw ingredients from earth that give back to us, to the soul, to the body, to the mind. There's a lot of truth in that, whatever you believe. There's a lot of truth in that. Anyways, you and yours be safe, be at peace, and be blessed.